I think Shah Rukh has been very excited about the project when initially the news had come. Emraan, any feedback that he gave you on your role or anything?
I didn't interact with him during the shooting of the show, although because he was shooting for Zero at that point of time. And I think post that, my interaction had been at Rajali's office, and then we went and showed the footage of the first 3 or 4 episodes to his house, where he wanted to see a rough edit, and it was in a state where it was a place where you could correct a lot of things. It was very raw, the footage. First of all, he's a night person. I get up early in the morning, and his day starts, and at least the viewing started in his house at 11:30 in the night. But it was so engaging the whole day with him that night that I didn't get. I was up till like 5 in the morning at his place, and we were discussing about the show. And what really struck me about him was that the experience he comes with, and he's so articulate about things, and he really pinpoints and he knows if there's a certain thing that's going off. And even I felt in some places that okay, this probably could work better. He really, he just pinpoints that and tells you why and how to correct it. And that comes from, of course, a body of work experience. He's extremely smart, and I was pretty zapped. And also, what I was really zapped about is that when he sees an entire episode, the memory, he remembers sequence of scenes. He remembers what you've worn in that scene. He remembers dialogues of the entire episode, and I think that's fantastic.
Tell me something, when you're not working, what are you busy with mostly?
When I'm not working, I sometimes just don't like to do much. Right now, it's just that I've got so much stuff happening back to back that I'm shooting a lot. So, yes, if you're talking about where you see me, film parties,
yeah,
I don't do those. I've never done those for the past 16 years. I don't intend to do it. I feel like I've reached a point and a certain age where it's very hard to change and do anything that I don't want to do.
Is there a particular reason?
I just don't enjoy them. It's not a space that I enjoy. Not that I haven't been for them. I did them initially in my career, but I was like, this world is not for me. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I like to travel, watch movies, go to places in Mumbai where the paparazzis don't come. So I know the restaurants they come to, so I would choose to go to, you'll see me somewhere in town.
Okay.
So yeah, when it's my time off from those 12 hours, it's my time off from Emraan Hashmi. I don't like that. It's for my sanity. I like to disconnect from that world. There's a certain duality. There's the personal life and there's the public life. And it's called a personal and private life because it's supposed to be private. You can't have the shutterbugs there. At least I can't. But each to their own. I mean, if people love having cameras in their faces on their time off from work, so be it. That's their life. This is the way I choose to live. I don't like to change it for anyone.
That is surprising because mostly it is also done because, yes, to show that I'm there, to be on people's mind. Yeah. That has never been your concern.
I think people would eventually, you are on top of mind when you have a good product coming out. And I think for me at least, I feel that there's a certain overkill if you're constantly out there, at least for me, because that's not me. I mean, some people probably like doing that and like to be in that zone, but I don't. But I don't think any one of them is better. I think it's, when you have a good product, when you have a good film and that releases, it doesn't really matter how many film parties you've been to a year back. People will come and watch your film. It's as simple as that.
So in that case, choosing a project or deciding which character next I need to play, do you have certain things or points in your mind that now I want to do, because you have done a variety of roles already. Now is it challenging?
I used to not think that way, but because I've spent a certain amount of my career playing out certain kind of roles, and sometimes I've got by the media being typecast and the certain tag that's been associated to me. The change was not because I wanted to get away from a certain kind of tag or whatever. It was just because I wanted to explore. I wanted to try my hand at different characters. And now, thankfully, the new concepts that are being explored in films, there are OTT platforms like Netflix where I can do that. And I think it's very important for an actor to always try something different and even present that to the audience.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.